Richard Ng Man-tat, commonly called Uncle Tat. He was born on January 2, 1952 and dead on February 27, 2021. He was a Hong Kong actor originally from Fujian. He was a veteran with dozens of awards in the Hong Kong film industry, including Best Supporting Actor at the 10th Hong Kong Film Awards for his role in A Moment of Romance. Ng was best known for his comedic roles alongside Stephen Chow, and was a versatile actor with many memorable performances throughout his career. Early life. Richard Ng Man-tat was born on Galanjiu Island in Xiamen, Fujian, on January 2, 1952. He had an older sister and 2 younger brothers. As such, his mother tongue was actually Hokkien, but his younger brothers cannot speak it at all. Ng's family migrated to Hong Kong when he was 5. The family relied on his father's monthly income of 500 Hong Kong dollars to survive. He studied at Aberdeen Technical School, where he taught a mechanical course to help provide for the family. Early acting career and bankruptcy. He noticed TVB's Chinese Folklore, which had an actor, Lin Wei-tu, who was his co-worker at the factory where he was working. He thought he met the requirements of being an actor, and signed up for TVB's acting classes in 1973. In 1974, he graduated 5th in his batch of trainees, alongside veteran actor Chow Yun-fat, and debuted when he was 22. He was one of the 7 from his batch to sign an acting contract with TVB. His breakout film was the 1979 edition of the television series Chor Lao Hyung, in which he played Wu Tit Fa. This role allowed him to become one of the more sought-after actors of that time. However, he became caught up in the fame and fortune that he gained, and starting gambling. By 1980, he owed 300,000 Hong Kong dollars to loan sharks and was declared bankrupt. TVB then minimized his appearances. He wanted to borrow money from his friends, including Chow, but he was turned away by them, and then considered suicide as a possible recourse. After some consideration, he decided to restudy and improve his acting skills, reading up on Konstantin Stanislavski's An Actor Prepares and Zheng Juanli's The Birth of a Role. To pay off his debts, 2/3 of his salary was used for repayments. While repaying his debts, he was cast in 1981's Heroic Cops, in which his efforts were recognized, thus enabling him to continue acting in films and television series. The debts were paid off by 1984. Acting career resurgence. In 1985, he acted in the television series Police Cadet 84, which was well received by local television audiences, and allowed his peers in the industry to reevaluate him in a positive manner. He began to receive new work at a more consistent rate. In 1988, he began to co-star with Stephen Chow with their first TVB television series together, The Final Combat, and also the popular 1990 film All for the Winner, where he played the role of Chow's uncle. From then on, the two collaborated in numerous Ng Tat films in the same style as All for the Winner. He was best known for co-starring with Chow in comedy films that broke Hong Kong box office charts in the 1990s. Through 1991, he carried a grudge against Chow Yun-fat for not lending him money. When he won the Best Supporting Actor award at the 10th Hong Kong Film Awards for A Moment of Romance, he openly snubbed Chow. Benny Chan, the director of A Moment of Romance, then revealed to He that it was on Chow's recommendation that he had gotten the role for the film. Chow also had similarly assisted him to get the role for Heroic Cops. Chow said that he didn't want to lend money to him as he feared that it would turn into a form of reliance, making it harder for him to recover from his gambling habit. Both he and Chow reconciled thereafter. Although he owed much of his popularity to co-starring in comedy films, he showed himself to be a versatile actor in successfully portraying various roles. An example of such was in his portrayal of Sister 13's father in Portland Street Blues, where he played a man who could not feel anything but abuse and rejection. It proved to be the perfect complement to his usual Ng Tat style with Chow. He also played Andy Lau's sidekick in the Lee Rock series in a more serious role, which won him Best Supporting Actor at the 10th Hong Kong Film Awards. In Hong Kong, he was often known as Uncle Tat, a nickname most likely derived from his role as Stephen Chow's sidekick, often as his uncle, in their films. He was sometimes credited as Richard Ng. In 2001, he and Stephen Chow collaborated for the last time in Shaolin Soccer. In 2006, he starred in the Taiwanese drama The Hospital as Tang Guotai, a professor and director of surgery. He was subsequently nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the 42nd Golden Bell Awards in 2007. In 2019, he starred in the science fiction film The Wandering Earth, in which he played the grandfather of the male lead. He nearly rejected the role as he believed that the Chinese film industry was not fit to make science fiction movies, and he had to undergo heart surgery at the time. During the filming, he had to bear the weight of a 35-kilogram spacesuit while still recovering from his heart failure in 2014. Personal life. He married Mac Lee, a Hong Kong artist, in 1976. They met during a TVB training class. Mac gave birth to twin daughters. After his gambling debts had risen to 300,000 Hong Kong dollars, Mac filed for a divorce which was granted in 1994. While he and Mac were still married, he cohabited with Lo Shu-chi, also a Hong Kong artist, and had a daughter together. In 1993, while he was filming All's Well, Ends Well 2 in Singapore, he met Ho Shan Yen, a Malaysian beauty pageant runner-up and artist. He married Ho in 1996, and they had a daughter and son. He lived with his family in Johor Bahru, Malaysia, until shortly before his death, when he asked to spend time in Hong Kong. Being a native of Xiamen, he was fluent in Hokkien. He was reported to be speaking Hokkien with the cast when he was filming in Taiwan. Illness and death. He was admitted to the hospital in 2014 for heart failure due to a viral infection. After this incident, he had a will drawn up and remained in poor health from that point. In February 2021, he confirmed that he suffered from liver cancer and had been undergoing chemotherapy followed by rest and recuperation, but his condition had turned critical. At 17:17 on February 27, 2021, he died in his sleep at Tai Wai's Union Hospital at the age of 69.